Just after 12 o'clock, welcome back to Central Valley Talk. We are live and local on this final day of June. It's June 30th. I can't believe that. You know, we've got 4th of July coming up Sunday. And I want to introduce my next guest as Richard Iyall. I wanted to make sure I said your name right. I got it right. We're talking poetry now. You are a poet.
Yes,
right
I am.
Here in Fresno.
Yes, I am.
Well, Richard, welcome to Central Valley Talk.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been on before. This is my first time interviewing you. So tell us your story for our viewers that haven't seen you before.
Okay. I was born in the state of Washington, and my father was three-quarters Indian or Native American.
Okay.
And so he was enrolled in two different tribes, actually, up in the state of Washington.
Which tribes?
One, the Yakima tribe.
Okay.
It's a big tribe, you know, with a lot of land.
Sure.
And the other tribe is called the Cowlitz tribe.
Yep, I know exactly. Yeah, I grew up in Portland, Oregon. So,
Oh, yeah.
So I know very, very, very well. And okay, so then did you? Now I know you also do photos, right?
Yes, I did.
You know, you're a photographer.
I sent some in, and
good.
And hopefully, they'll be shown in the background.
Yeah. So now let's go back to the poetry. Is that, you know, kind of in your father's honor? Is that how you got into poetry, or?
No. Well, actually, the very first poem I wrote, I was in the 6th grade.
Oh.
And I just wrote a poem about the fair, the big Fresno Fair, you know.
So you grew up in Fresno, though?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I moved here in 1957.
Oh, wow.
So I've been here ever since.
Cool. What does poetry mean to you?
It's an expression of myself, you know. It's a way to just get my feelings out and put them in a way that I can express them, you know, verbally.
So so your first poem was in 6th grade, and you've been releasing new ones ever since.
No, well, I didn't do any for a number of years.
Oh, okay.
But actually, let's see, what year was that? One year, about 1990, I believe. I was sitting down in my recliner filling out a Christmas card for my sister. And she had been a poet. She'd audited poetry classes at Fresno State. And so I thought, to honor her, I thought I'd write a Christmas poem for her, for the Christmas card.
Oh, very cool.
And it turned out really well. I liked it, and I saved it, well, then so I really got to enjoy it. But then I went to Fresno City College and took a class of it, and then I really got into it.
Yeah. What makes a good poet?
Just being able to focus on what you feel, and you know, and what you want to express, and also just trying to be conscious of everything you can. You know, how what you say is going to be accepted by other people, and just, you know, does it come from your heart or does it come from your head?
You know, I love writing, but I've never kind of dived into poetry. I find it very intimidating.
It is, yeah.
Right? I mean, because that's, you know, it's one thing to be a good writer, but it's another thing to be a good poet. And, it's...
Yeah, it takes more structure, you know.
Right.
I mean, if you take a class in it, you know, you're given assignments usually. You know, do a poem. You know, they say, you know, do this kind of poem. You know, and you just are assigned to write something that fits that form.
My sister, she went to Reed College and Oberlin College, and she's now the vice president of marketing for NBC Universal. She's got a big job, but she still writes poems, and she loves it. For her, it's, you know, kind of like what you were saying. It's creative expression, and it's soothing.
Oh yeah.
You know. Okay, let's talk a little bit about your photographs. I want to see those and learn more about that. Well, that's beautiful.
There's one. Yeah. This is a candle that I had burning in an abalone shell. And you see on the side there's a little bundle of sage. and I'm being Native American.
Sage is important.
Yeah, it is very important. We use it for smudging. They call it smudging. You know, to purify,
Bring
auras.
Get rid of negative energy.
Right. Yeah.
One of my best friends, rest in peace, and my co-host Bronson Lee. He was full Navajo, and he passed away December 1st. But he was a big believer in sage.
Oh yeah.
You know, it brings a lot of good. Gets rid of bad.
Yeah.
Next picture. Let's see what else we have.
I can't see him myself.
That's the coconut oil and the.
Oh yeah. Okay. These are two products. The Dr. Bronner's organic coconut oil, and also there's the sesame oil from another company. That company is based in New York, and it's called Once Again.
Huh.
As a matter of fact, the people that own the company, they had some kind of business in New York previously, and they got out of it and moved away, and then decided, well, let's go back to New York and do it again. So they called it Once Again.
That's a trip. I didn't know that. How funny. All right, next picture. How many did you bring?
11.
11. Okay, let's cruise through
They're not all
these.
related to business, but there's 11 photos.
And what's this one? This is looks like a birdhouse, maybe?
No.
Oh, it's chocolate. Sorry.
Yeah, that's chocolate.
Okay.
And those two previous products and these chocolates, I all got them through a food cooperative.
Huh.
It's called Equal Exchange.
Okay.
And they work with small farmers and try to get really good quality things and only handle products that really respect the farmers and everybody up the line.
And organic, too, which is nice.
Yeah, organic, yeah.
All right, next picture. Oh, this is a woman.
Okay, yeah. This is Matika Wilbur.
Oh.
She's a photographer. She's from the state of Washington. She came to Fresno State. And she started a project in 2012 called Project 562. And the idea was she wanted to go around to every recognized nation, indigenous nation, Indian nation in the whole country and photograph somebody.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. I lived in New Mexico, where Navajo is dominant, and they're just wonderful people, And then here's another picture. Oh, no, what is she holding? It looks like
that's a
chief.
drum. After she gave her presentation about Project 562, she was given that drum by a local Choctaw artist, Bobby Martin.
Huh.
And so.
And is that a chief on the drum?
I don't know if he's a chief or not. I don't know who it is, but he drew that, and she was very grateful for it.
I bet. Okay, next picture we have. That looks like a peach.
Yeah, this is a beautiful, wonderful organic peach.
Yum.
This came. I got it last year. There's an organization. They have a festival every year for organic stone fruit. They have a thing called the Organic Stone Fruit Jubilee. They used to meet in person every year and have a festival out, on a big farm, have music and lots of things going on. But then when COVID hit, they couldn't do that. So what they did last year and this year, they have one day where people can pick up produce, organic produce. And so, yeah, they have some beautiful fruit.
We've got just a couple more pictures. These two gentlemen?
Yeah, this is Steve Forbes.
Oh.
Yeah. For those that don't know, he's the owner of Forbes magazine,
right,
and chairman of Forbes Media, and the son of the late Malcolm Forbes.
Okay, yeah, right.
And he came to Fresno State also.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a great picture.
Now these photos, they're kind of shown in reverse, the order that I had them. But you see, he's wearing a red tie there, and that tie, it's a sparkle tie.
Huh.
And that's the name. There's a company called Sparkle Ties, and the owner lives here in Fresno.
Really?
Or Clovis. Yeah.
Looks like the tie that I'm wearing today. That would be funny if it was by silk.
Well,
wait, oh no, this is
no,
Jones, New York.
Their ties they sparkle.
They sparkle, yeah.
Yeah, so
Dang
Daniel Malcolm came and gave the tie to Steve Forbes,
Huh.
and Steve had been wearing a blue tie, and when he got the tie, he just right there on the spot, he took off the old tie.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's the blue tie.
Yeah.
How funny. Cool. We've got about a minute left, and oh yeah, there's
That's Malcolm Forbes there.
That's
I mean
Steve.
No, Daniel Malcolm.
Okay.
The owner of the tie on the right.
And then this is a beautiful flower.
Oh, that's a rose. Yeah. Now that's a good lead-in to a poem that I wrote.
Oh, great! I want to hear it.
This is a short poem. There's a woman named Masami Kobe. She's really been involved in a lot of healing, different things.
Mm-hmm.
She's wonderful. But she had a free program on Monday, and she talked about a lot of good things, and she talked about how she loves to just go up when she's walking around and sees a rose. She loves to go up and smell it, because she said when you bring the odor of the rose into your body, it helps change your body, change to make you healthy. So this poem is called "Experience Your Cosmic Flow." Now Masami, she had a 7-week course called Cosmic Flow, and it had to do with the body, human body, how to make it work.
Right.
So experience your cosmic flow from up above and down below, to shine your light from head to toe. Enjoy it all and let it go. You have the means to let it grow. A smile would be so apropos. Then listen for a hawk or a crow. They speak to us in ways they know. We are all one. Let it be so. Aho.
That is fantastic. Very, very beautifully written. It flows too. It really does. Do you have one more that you want to read?
Sure.
We have like 30 seconds, so might as well.
Well, I have a longer one. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. This one is called A Dweller Within. I wrote it several years ago, but I just revised it yesterday morning. I am a dweller within. A dweller within I am. I have experienced my life while living on the edge. I flirted with disaster and have looked into the eyes of death. While challenging the elements, I found a way to live. Confronted with the possibility of walking on from life, I've come to understand eternal self. I am much more than just a body that you see. Whether I'm adventurous or being lazy, whether I am sexy or acting crazy, whether I am devious or I am so divine, when I am mischievous or being kind, I am a dweller within. I'm learning how to go inside, observing drama in life. It brings me peace within and helps me handle strife. One night in California, as I was driving late, I listened to the radio, then stopped to meditate. I joined with other folks in an experiment. As one, we sought to manifest, to focus our intent. There was a monstrous wildfire down in Florida. It was a living hell. A mist appeared below me as the rain came down to quell the wildfire that was once so huge and not contained. It was controlled by our concerted thoughts to bring on rain. A vision long and clear to me once came. It happened on a summer afternoon and evening while I was at my home. I sought to know a power blackout's cause in Fresno and in Berkeley. I had a vision quite distinct to solve my inquiry. A UFO was seen up in the hills near Prather, California. A car was being driven by a man, John Fain. His face was shining with a joy so rare on planet Earth. He drove his older car down to the valley, going slow. In unison above the car, there was the UFO. They traveled tight, so quietly, together as they went. The sun went down and night arrived as daylight hours were spent. The universe had cleared the path to aid this special pair. They came to Fresno with such grace. They manifested peace. A tree-lined avenue so beautiful would almost bring John home. I saw you, John. You were escorted so discreetly by some beings from a higher density. Will you please make the introductions to us all someday? As I maintain a body on this planet Earth, in orbit around a star we call the Sun, in Milky Way, a facet in a diamond cluster of a group, in this known universe, or anywhere, I will find peace and joy in life for all eternity. I've overcome my challenges, my hardships, stress, and pain. Now, through it all, I will remain a dweller deep within.
If we had a studio audience, it would be a lot louder, but that was great. Thank you so much for coming on.
Well, thank you very much.
Very
Austin.
powerful. And I love the part about the UFO. I'm a big UFO believer. So
Well, that vision was real.
that was real. Wow, that's crazy.
I was over by Belmont and Maple when I saw it. I saw the whole thing.
How big was it?
It was a small one.
Small one.
Yeah, not much bigger than the car. So and they were just coming tight. And, you know, I saw them all the way from Prather.
Did they just dart up?
Well, not in my vision. I mean, I'm sure it could have, but personally, my belief is that this John Fain, well, he used to work over here at Tower Health, and he was a psychic.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was born in Tsarist Russia.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
There's quite a story behind him. He could see auras and everything, but I believe that he probably went up in the UFO with them, and had a trip somewhere, and then they escorted him back home. At the time, I didn't know where he lived,
right?
But I saw the whole vision as he drove down Van Ness Avenue and then did a U-turn after the underpass and went 2 streets up and made a left turn in the second driveway.
Huh.
And he was home, and I found out later that's where he lived.
That's crazy. You never know.
Yeah.
You know, life's an adventure, that's for sure. Learn more about Richard Iyall at flickr.com/photos 147742222 at NO4/albums. Did I get it right?
I think so,
okay,
yeah.
Perfect. Come back anytime, brother. Thanks for your time.
It's nice to meet you.
All right, nice meeting you too. I'm Austin Reed. Coming up next, we've got Betsy Champ, a regular here on Central Valley Talks, so stay with us for that. It's in just a couple of minutes.